So I just put a post on LinkedIn about capital gains tax, and I've just realised really that for ordinary people, capital gains tax is an absolute minefield. So I thought I'd do a quick video on capital gains tax and what it could mean for you. The main thing really is to watch out for is if you've got property. Now, if you have property and you live in it and it's your own home and you've always lived in it, it's your main residence and you get residence relief on it and you don't pay any tax on it. So that's the easy one, all right? If you've rented it out for some period or maybe you've used an office in there, then that's when you have to start watching out that basically capital gains tax may apply. So if you always rented out a property from start to finish, capital gains tax will apply, and that is the one that the rules have just changed for. So basically you now have 30 days in which to inform HMRC of any capital gains tax due. They will then send you payment details, etc., etc. But the 30-day rule really from selling is quite serious actually for people who live in the UK who've up to now had a year and a half sometimes in which to report that. So it really is the time to look into, if you're thinking of selling a property, that you maybe need to speak to your accountant long before you even think about selling it, not after you've sold it, because 30 days is not going to be a long time to get all the information together. So do watch out for that one, for sure. But yeah, in terms of like one of the questions I was asked is what are the rates on capital gains tax? Well, it can vary. It can vary quite hugely from between 10% and 28%. So it depends on your personal tax circumstances. Also, it's different if you're in a limited company. So, if you're selling a property from a limited company. So do think on that as well. So because a lot of people don't realise how much they may have to pay on capital gains tax. And so you can't just go and spend that money. It has to go to the government. So yeah, so that's just a quick resume of a few bits about capital gains tax. But I think the main thing is to understand that capital gains tax is based on the profit you make on, say, a property. So if you buy it for 100,000 and you sell it for 200,000, you've made £100,000 profit. Yeah, that is the gain that you have to then pay the capital gains tax on, depending on whether it's your own residence, whether you've rented it out all of the time, part of the time, used it for business, all sorts of things. So there are lots of release available, and that's where people potentially get it wrong as well. So yeah, I would highly recommend that if you've got capital gains tax problem, you seek professional advice before you actually do anything about selling. Don't even put it on the market first. Seek advice before you even think about selling. Time to shine.